Hey everybody. So I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about the importance of getting your pets to their regular vet visits. It's kind of been on my mind a little bit lately, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. I'll tell you kind of the story of what Chester has been dealing with lately. At the end of June, he went to his vet, just his general practitioner, and it was just for his every 6-month senior wellness check. Most dogs and people get a physical once a year. Because Chester's 13, he gets it twice a year. Because he's really old. Anyway, so end of last month, he went for his every 6-month senior wellness exam, and did a head-to-toe physical exam, and asked me questions about how he was doing, and also they also took some blood to check his check his blood, make sure everything there is doing okay. Did that. A couple days later, his vet calls me, and she calls me and says that his liver levels are elevated. Now, his liver levels had been elevated back in February when he had his last senior wellness exam, but this time they were even higher, to the point that his vet was a little bit concerned about it. So she recommended seeing an internal medicine specialist, and getting an ultrasound and a fine needle aspirate of his liver. A fine needle aspirate, by the way, that is where the doctor will take a very long, very thin needle and stick it through the belly into the liver and collect a few cells. For Chester, it was done. He was given light sedation and obviously a local anesthetic to block the pain, so he didn't feel anything. So they did that. After the ultrasound was done and the aspirate were done, I talked with the specialist, and the specialist said that she and the radiologist who was reading the ultrasound both thought that everything inside looked pretty boring, which is good. Boring is a good thing when it comes to internal organs. And then the day after that was when we got the results of the cytology. That's where they look at the cells that they got from the aspirate under a microscope to determine if there's anything cancerous going on. And good news, did not see any cancerous processes. So things are good. And they did identify a condition called, and I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of it, but I believe it is vacuolar hepatopathy. I don't know. I'm not gonna keep trying. Anyway, they identified a condition. He's got some liver disease that is accounting for his elevated liver enzyme levels, but his liver is functional, and that's really what matters. Anyway, my point of all this kind of rambling is that I wouldn't know any of this were it not for getting Chester his regular vet visits. Being diligent about getting him to the vet, every 6 months to get checked out and see what's going on with him, because he is old and things can change very quickly with an older dog. And I want to urge you all to do the same. Get your pets their regular vet visits, even if they're not sick. Like those vet visits when they seem to be doing well, those are the most important ones, because things can be going on with your pet and maybe they're not exhibiting symptoms, but a vet can find out about them before it gets to the point where they are exhibiting symptoms. So when your vet tells you that they want you to bring your pet in, make sure that you bring them in every year, it's not because they want to take your money. It's because they really do care about your pet's health and want to help you make sure your pet has the longest, healthiest life possible. So, be, as best you can, be diligent about it. I mean, I recognize that veterinary service is expensive, and I'm lucky to be in a position where I can do that, where I can, where I can bring Chester to the vet as often as he needs to go. And I understand that, not everyone is in that same position. So, just be, I urge you to be kind of as diligent as you can. And know that, like, it, when your vet says they want to see your pet regularly, it's because they really do care about their health. Yeah, that's really about it. Regular vet visits, good things. Not just, you shouldn't save them for when your pet is just feeling sick. You should make sure to keep up on that stuff. All right. That is enough of my rambling, so have a great rest of your weekend.